Well, this Hispanic Heritage Month, we are highlighting the impact inspiring leaders are having on Tampa Bay.
Yeah, tonight we're featuring the Mercyful Project, which is a Hispanic-led nonprofit animal rescue. News Channel 8's Brianna Villegas shows us how the group is saving lives.
Hey everybody, meet Alma. So she's 10 years old and she's only one of about 100 animals here at the Mercyful Project that really need to find their forever homes. Let's pause for a second and take a look at the rest of these cuties.
If you give him love, that animal will love you and it will get so attached to you.
And Mercyful Project volunteer Mickey Saga tells me many of these lovable animals have the most amazing stories of survival.
Tú eres preciosa.
Like Alma, who was found not only once, but twice in the streets.
And she's already been washed.
With lots of lumps on her belly.
The people just throw him out in the street. The other day, someone just came and just dumped a dog outside.
The Mercyful Project was founded in 2019 by Haiti Acuna and her partner Nash.
Aquí está Haiti. Aquí está Haiti. Aquí estoy yo.
Who started rescuing dogs on their own they'd find roaming around.
The need is so great out there because people can't afford it. They don't have housing. They're living in a car, some of them.
Now, the 501c3 is a foster-based rescue located on North Fremont Avenue in Tampa. Come on. Providing care to abandoned pets and resources to owners.
If you have an animal, you don't have way to feed them, come, we give you food for free.
In need of a little bit of hope.
Say, I'm going home soon.
It doesn't matter what kind of dog. It could be a beautiful dog, but it could be an ugly dog that has a beautiful heart.
Just what the doctor ordered for Alma here. Who will hopefully get those lumps removed to go up for adoption pretty soon.
It's just to be merciful with everyone. The animals, the earth, the people. We're all one.
And guys, there are so many ways you can help out the Mercyful Project. You can adopt, you can foster, you can come donate your time and be just covered in dog hair like me. For more info, head to our WFLA app. In Tampa, I'm Brianna Villegas, 8 on your side.
Well, still to come, a baseball game can change with just one swing of the bat.
And one exhibit is known for making a majority of those bats used in those high-pressured moments. We'll take a look at the process to make them and which well-known players swing some of their customized bats.
Plus, it's already a wintry wonderland in parts of Colorado. Can you believe it? How much snow has fallen in some regions already this week?
Eagle 8 HD coverage is brought to you by your Suncoast Hyundai dealers. Visit your local dealer today or shop buyhyundai.com.
Well, it's time to step to the plate and swing for the fences with a new art exhibit now on display in Philadelphia.
Tim Furlong has more on what those visitors can expect to see.
Not everyone can come to the King of Prussia home of Victus Bats, where they make the bats for the best players on the Phillies and in all of baseball. But through October 29th, you can come to the Look Listen Gallery in Manayunk for their swingable art exhibit, where you can see bats hand-designed by Victus's in-house artist, Bruce Tatum, a.k.a. the Bat King.
As far as we know, I'm the only in-house bat artist that a bat company actually has.
I think it's really exciting to have this moment here in Manayunk.
The Look Listen Gallery is free and open to the public, and you can see Victus bats used by Bryce Harper and other Philly stars. You can see custom Flyers and Eagles logo bats, and you can see whiskey distilled with the wood end scraps from one of Bryce Harper's 2022 World Series bats. You can also buy some of the Bat King's bats at the gallery.
The pencil bat, we saw Bryson Stott use that in the Little League Classic, so there's been some buzz around that.
Obviously, Brandon Marsh, Bryce Harper, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Yep, the Bat King makes custom-designed bats for the best of them.
Like I did Stott's baby name reveal bat. Now, that was a trophy bat. That's a bat that he was never going to take on the field. Every design that goes out that has that Bat King signature on it is a bat that I've touched. It's a bat that I've designed. It's a bat that means something to me.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm intimidated by art galleries and usually walk quickly by them. But this exhibit at the Look Listen Gallery, it's for everyone. Sports fans, collectors, and yes, art lovers, because that is what these bats are.
And I think in art, sometimes there's these sophisticated, highbrow opinions on what art is and what isn't. And I think, that really should be put to the wayside and just let people enjoy what they enjoy looking at.
Exactly. If you're into it, you're into it.
You can make art just about out of anything.
Yeah, it's really
Very
cool,
clever.
though.
Yeah.
Well, the first significant snowfall of the season moved into Colorado's mountain towns this week, for those of you who are ski fans. The snowfall comes almost 2 weeks earlier this season compared to last year's slow start. Some higher elevations in Colorado reporting 7 to 8 inches of snow, but just to put it all in perspective for you, a Winter Park resort says they average around 345 feet of snow each season.
Max Defender 8, the most advanced weather radar in Florida.
That would be inches, not feet. That would be a lot of feet, though, that's for sure. We're not going to see any snow here, but we are going to be seeing sweater weather as we head towards especially Tuesday and Wednesday morning. The cool air is going to percolate its way south very gradually over the next several days. It's really warm today. It feels like summer out there. Dew points have been 75 to 80. Actual highs have been in the upper 80s. Right now it's 85 in Tampa on our veterans camera. And we do have those puffy summer-like clouds out there. Current temperatures 82 degrees, Homosassa 88 though in San Antonio. So you head away from the coast. You don't have that cooling influence of the Gulf of Mexico. Palmetto is 87, Bowling Green. It is 90 degrees right now. Max Defender 8 radar, it's quiet across most of the area. Earlier today we had some showers to the south and east. But it's going to be nice and dry overnight tonight if you have plans, although it's going to be muggy. It's going to stay muggy overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning, northwesterly winds off the Gulf of Mexico. So again, the muggies will be around tomorrow, although it's going to be a mostly sunny day. I don't think we'll see much in the way of rain. 10% chance of a shower. It's possible. Maybe early in the morning. That's the best chance. As far as high temperatures tomorrow, about normal. Normal highs about 87. Inland areas will be 88 to 90. Coastal areas will be 82 to about 85 degrees. So splitting the difference in the middle. Onshore breeze tomorrow if you're headed to the beach, so the surface is going to be a bit choppy. Figure the winds will be, 10 to 15 miles an hour, maybe gusting a little higher than that. Water temperature is right around 80 degrees, so it's still somewhat comfortable. So right now we have a heat dome that's on top of us. That's why it's so hot today. But watch this. We have this huge mass of cool air across Canada. It's being forced to the south by this really big dome of warmth in Canada. So it's displacing, essentially the dome of warmth is taking up so much space in Canada that the cold air has to go somewhere. So it's being displaced south to Florida. Welcome. We welcome the cooler air. It will arrive here starting on Sunday, but really you're not going to feel it until about Monday morning around here, and more so Tuesday and Wednesday. So notice our dew points. That measures how much moisture is in the atmosphere. And these dew points are August type dew points, very humid. Very gradually, those dew points will drop a little bit tomorrow. Instead of being in the mid to upper 70s, it'll be in the low to mid 70s, probably 72 to 73 for dew points, so a little more comfortable. And then on Sunday morning, that's when the cool front will pass, right at about 7 a.m., give or take. And then the dry area moves in so that by the afternoon, dew points are in the 60s. And then when you wake up on Monday morning, dew points are in the 50s. But the bottom line here is it's kind of a gradual change. We go from close to 90 for a high today to 85 tomorrow, to 80 on Sunday, and Sunday is going to be a very comfortable day. And by the way, a gusty breeze out of the northwest. And then only 72 to 73 for a high temperature on Monday and Tuesday. The average high is still in the 80s, so we're talking temperatures about 10 degrees below normal as we head into early next week. How about morning temperatures? So notice it's still mild, 73 on Sunday morning despite the cool front passing. It's just going to be passing at around 7 a.m. So it's still above normal on Sunday morning. But by Monday morning, we are below normal, just a couple of degrees below normal, about 66 degrees, but it's feeling more comfortable. Then as we head into Tuesday morning, now we're close to 10 degrees, if not more than that, below normal. We're 57 in Tampa, and some parts of the Nature Coast up to Ocala, you could briefly dip into the upper 40s. All right, so here's a look at your 8-day forecast now, and that beautiful weather gradually moves in over the weekend, and the winds will crank up, especially on Sunday, so the better boating day is going to be tomorrow. Sunday, it turns rough out there. And then the cooler air starts to move in as we head into Monday and Tuesday, and also into Wednesday. And by the way, if you're headed to the game on Sunday, creamsicle game, it's going to be great. In fact, a good day for creamsicles.
Oh, I could,
yeah, why not?
I could
be
get
great.
a creamsicle.
So you're telling me you can't get 345 feet of snow in Winter Park in Colorado?
That seems like a lot.
Yeah. Well, what's funny,
the 4,000th inch.
What's funny about that was obviously 345 inches. But, you know, I just read the words. I had a Ron Burgundy moment there where I was like, 345 feet.
I'm Jen Lee.
I'm Jen Lee. Yeah,
Doesn't happen often. But
Thank
Jen
you.
makes
Thank you for
mistakes
being the
once in a
science
while.
guy.
No, I thought
in the
about it,
room.
and I'm like,
You're like, that sounds like a lot of snow.
Skiers are pumped either way.
All
right,
well,
thanks
they're underneath the snow.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Still to come, 50 marathons in all 50 states. That's what one woman hopes to complete as she races in the Baltimore Marathon tomorrow.
But she won't stop there. We'll tell you the goals she already has in mind following the Baltimore race. 50 marathons in 50 states. That is what a Maryland teacher will accomplish tomorrow.
Unbelievable. She's gearing up to run in the Baltimore Marathon, and Brianna Ross has her story.
And again, if you want to spread out at a lab station, you can get up at a lab station.
28 years in the classroom teaching chemistry has taught Miss Gina Woyak a thing or two about grit.
Teaching can be an endurance sport as well. You got to stick. You have to have a plan.
Miss Woyak takes those skills outside of the classroom every time she runs a marathon. She started running marathons after a student at one of her past schools died on the athletic field.
It inspired me to think about what things he probably had as goals in his life and wasn't able to meet those. So I thought about what was something I always have wanted to, but have maybe been not confident enough to try, and for some reason running a marathon came to my head, and that's how it started.
What started with one marathon.
This is the very first marathon medal I got from Humboldt, California.
Turned into a goal to run 50 marathons, one in each state.
It's crazy. First of all, I never thought I'd visit every state in the country, so that's been incredible. Every one of them's kind of had a different feeling at the end, but it's always a good feeling.
She's ran in the Boston Marathon, placed second overall at a marathon in Maui, and got this sparkly medal at a marathon in Little Rock, Arkansas. But she's saving the best for last. Miss Woyak will check off her 50th marathon in her 50th state when she crosses the finish line at the Baltimore Marathon on Saturday.
I literally get chills thinking about it. It's been such a journey. When I cross the finish line, it's going to be a little bit of relief, I think, that I actually made it, and I think it's going to be an incredible celebration.
A celebration of a goal complete by a woman with a whole lot of grit inside and outside of the classroom.
Wow, once she completes this 50th marathon, she's setting her sights on the world majors.
Yeah, she hopes to run marathons in Boston, Chicago, New York, London, Tokyo, and Berlin to complete that goal. You and I have each run marathons, and it is the hardest physical thing I think I've ever done.
And just to say, I'm going to do it 50 times. These people are built differently, and I just don't understand how their
wired
bodies
differently
can
because,
recover and do it again and again and again and again.
They have a persistence that's impressive.
Job well done.
Yeah.
All right, News Channel 8 at 5 is straight ahead. Stay with us.
to serve you. Live, this is News Channel 8 at 5 on your side.
The reason this particular victim was targeted was because of some social media posts.
Blame it on a social media post. That is what we're told led to a deadly shootout inside a home in Hernando County this week. Good evening. I'm Keith Cate.
I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. 2 sisters were shot, one of them killed, after one of them invited one of the 3 suspects involved into their home. The shooting happened Wednesday inside a home on Marquette Street in Spring Hill. 3 children under the age of 10 were in that home at the time. News Channel 8's Nicole Rogers has new details on how the violence unfolded and the 3 suspects now in custody.
The first suspect is 22 years old, the second just 20, and deputies say the third suspect committed the crime on his 19th birthday. All 3 charged for killing a woman and injuring another right here in this house behind me. 3 men now behind bars for murder in the first degree. This comes after a dramatic scene unfolded in Spring Hill Wednesday morning.
I think it was a cowardly, dirty thing for a suspect to break in and shoot 2 young women and then escape. 1
woman now dead. Another injured with a gunshot wound after a home invasion deputies say happened right here on Marquette Street.
It is not a random act. It occurs because that particular residence or that particular business was targeted.
So what made this house a target? Sheriff Al Ninhai says social media posts like this.
Going forward, individuals need to know that what they put on social media can attract criminal activity.
He says the victim who was killed was having sex with 22-year-old Javier Martinez in exchange for money. She had no idea these 2 other men would soon force themselves into her bedroom. The sheriff says what came next was a gunfight, a scary scene that all started with a picture.
Particularly when they're involved in a high-risk lifestyle like this, or involved in drugs or involved in gambling, they are going to attract a criminal element, and it is going to result in violence.
The sheriff tells 8 on Your Side he and his team have already executed at least 5 search warrants and dozens of interviews. But he say this investigation is far from over and will likely continue for weeks. In Spring Hill, Nicole Rogers, 8 on Your Side.
There's just no warning for it. I mean, it's instant, and it's devastating.
And that devastation from an EF2 tornado in Citrus County is even more shocking when you see it from above. This is video that we took with Eagle 8 HD up from above. The winds ripping apart homes and businesses in a path that actually stretched more than 5 miles. News Channel 8's Trevor Sahaki is joining us from Crystal River, where some of those homes are just a total loss. Trevor.
Well, Keith, the people here are thankful to be alive and mostly uninjured, but this block really took one of the hardest hits from this tornado. You can see businesses on this side basically destroyed, and the same goes for the home right here, except there were people and pets inside when the tornado touched down.
I got scared. It's the scariest I've ever been in my life, and I work in a prison.
The tornado warnings woke up Anthony Gannon and his wife early Thursday morning.
I think if we would have just like, oh, it's another alarm and dismissed it, I don't know that we'd be alive.
Though they nearly went back to sleep, Gannon said they heard the roar and jumped into action.
At that point, I started yelling to them, run for cover, and then I dove right behind the couch here. Like my head was here, and I was trying to tuck up as tight as I could.
In the daylight, Gannon saw the full extent of the Crystal River tornado's power. Insulation is everywhere, the roof is gone, and many of their belongings are ruined. But he said he's not leaving. He's rebuilding.
I will die in this house. I almost died yesterday in this house. But it wasn't. But at some point, I will die here. I'll never leave here.
Across the street from Gannon, Sherry Weatherford walked through the remains of her massage therapy business.
It was like, you gotta be friggin' kidding me. It's gone.
When she got to her business yesterday morning, she said she was stunned.
Oh God, my heart sunk. It's like something so powerful could just change your life in an instant.
Like her neighbors, she's cleaning up.
Start to cry, and then you do okay, suck it up, we're gonna go on. We gotta go to the next step. You can't sit there and wallow in it.
But after all this destruction, a ton of people came out to help people. Both Anthony and Sherry's friends and colleagues came through to help them out today clean up. We'll tell you more about that at 6. Live in Crystal River, Trevor Sahaki, 8 on Your Side.
All right, everybody, so it feels like summer out there, but there's a difference today. Obviously, yesterday we had all the clouds, the storms, and the rainfall. In the upper levels, drier air has worked its way into the Tampa Bay area. All that rain is pushed to the south. At the surface, though, we're stuck with the humidity right now. Eventually, every part of our atmosphere is going to be drying out as we head through the weekend into early next week, and it's going to feel like fall once again. But we still, for a little bit longer, have to deal with this somewhat sweltering summer weather. Right now in Polk County in Lakeland, it's 89 degrees, got above that 90-degree mark today, and the dew point's in the mid to upper 70s, so the feels like temperature is right around 100 degrees right now. Looking at max defender rate radar, quiet, couple of showers in extreme southeast Highlands County, and we had some showers to the south of us earlier today, but that is just about it. There are the feels like temperatures 100 to 105 south of Tampa. So as we head through the evening hours, it's going to be nice, generally dry, but a little bit on the muggy side. However, we are preparing for a strong cold front. I'll tell you when it's going to get here, coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Jeff. The Pasco County Sheriff says it is very likely a 75-year-old man accused of sexual battery of a child has more victims. He worked for an after-school program at a school in Land O'Lakes. News Channel 8's Stacy DeSilva joins us live from outside Imagine School at Land O'Lakes, where this alleged crime happened. Stacy.
Jen, the sheriff tells me the administration here at the Imagine School has been fully cooperating with the investigation after a child came forward saying she was inappropriately touched at this soccer field.
It was a horrific crime. I tell you, it was broad daylight. This guy was just blatant out there.
Pasco County Sheriff Chris Nacco says 75-year-old Roger Gibbings was arrested for capital sexual battery of a child under 12. After recent changes in Florida law, prosecutors could now seek the death penalty upon conviction.
He's going to face judgment, whether it's in this life or hereafter, and he will face a jury. But at the same time, if there's other victims out there, we need to get them help because I can't imagine the horrors that they went through.
According to Sheriff Nacco, Gibbings inappropriately touched, made obscene statements towards, and took explicit photos of a child. The sheriff says the crime occurred Tuesday on a bench by the soccer field at Imagine School in Land O'Lakes.
I can't believe at this individual's age, this is the first time this person did this. And so that's why we need to find out if there's anybody else.
Gibbings has been terminated from his job at the school's aftercare program known as the Dragon's Lair. A school representative told News Channel 8 school leaders are extremely devastated. In an email to parents, the principal wrote, quote, "This individual had undergone all necessary background checks before their employment with us. The arrest resulted from a student bravely speaking up about feeling uncomfortable, which led to an immediate investigation." A representative from the state's attorney's office tells me it is too early in the investigation to determine if they will be seeking the death penalty in this case. Still to come at 6, how the school says it will be taking action to prevent this alleged incident from ever happening again. Reporting live in Land O'Lakes, I'm Stacy DeSilva, 8 on your side.
Thank you, Stacy. And now to Israel. It has told more than 1 million people in northern Gaza to evacuate as the Israeli army prepares a ground offensive following last Saturday's deadly attack by Hamas.
Israel's prime minister is vowing to eradicate the terror group and warns that could take time. Josh Letterman is in northern Israel with the latest.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu delivering a rare Sabbath evening address to the nation in which he seemed to be laying the groundwork for a potentially prolonged war in the Gaza Strip. He said this is not going to be fast, that it could go on for some time, but he called for unity and said that Israelis have to win this fight. He said they will beat their enemy, and it appeared to mark the beginning of this phase where we are really bracing for this ground incursion to begin in the Gaza Strip at any point in time. In fact, we learned today from Israel's military that for the first time since those attacks on Saturday, Israel's military conducted ground raids into the Gaza Strip. Now, this was not the full-scale incursion that we're anticipating, but Israeli troops did go into the Gaza Strip, where the military says they were able to deal with Hamas terrorists and weapons there, and also to search for and collect evidence that they believe will be helpful in trying to free the hostages that are now being held in the Gaza Strip. This comes as the humanitarian disaster is growing by the minute, with power now out in the Gaza Strip, the hospitals running out of electricity and supplies as well, and a deadline set by Israel for some 1.1 million Gazans in the northern part of the Gaza Strip to evacuate to the south south, expected to expire right around midnight local time. Humanitarian organizations, the UN and others have said it is simply impossible to move that many people that quickly. They have called on Israel to rescind that evacuation order. Josh Letterman, NBC News, Haifa, Israel.
And still ahead tonight, NASA embarks on a billion-dollar mission.
We'll tell you where a spacecraft launched today at Cape Canaveral is now heading. Plus,
I'm Meteor Site consumer investigator Shannon Bankin. Coming up, I have what you need to know about a scheme in which crooks pretend to be you and list your property for sale.
They can. Closed captioning sponsored by Culpeper Curland. Auto accident? Call Culpeper Curland. Compassionate, kind. Culpeper Curland.
Eagle 8 HD coverage is brought to you by your Suncoast Hyundai dealers. Visit your local dealer today or shop buyhyundai.com. Cheated, lied to, or tricked? She's tackling every opportunity to make something that went wrong right. Better Call Bacon is on your side.
It's mind-boggling why there isn't more being done to stop these criminals.
Yesterday, we told you about a crook who listed vacant land for sale without the owner's permission.
And the real estate company that promoted that bogus listing is sounding the alarm, saying that this type of fraud is on the rise. Our consumer investigator Shannon Bankin is here now with her follow-up report.
Keith, Jen, I sat down with the title manager at Champions Title Services. She tells me criminals are going to great lengths to steal money through real estate, particularly vacant land. Last weekend, a crook's plans to steal this 10 acres of vacant land and sell it for $150,000 fell apart. Jerry and Christine Penhollow discovered someone forged names and listed their property for sale. Amy Quinones is the title manager for Champions Title Services. If things had gone according to the crook's plans, this deal would have wound up on her desk after RE/MAX Champions found a buyer.
I've been in the business since '97. And in the last 2 years, I've never seen anything like it. Something needs to be done.
Amy tells me she's confident her office would have caught the fraud, as they have in countless other cases. But crooks continue to go after deals like this one, she tells me, because some title companies fall for the scheme.
Documents are going to get signed. A deed will get signed. Somebody will collect the information on where to wire the money. And once the money's gone, it's unrecoverable. In most cases. We've had a couple of memorable ones where they even used artificial intelligence with the video, and it was absolutely insane.
Why do they go after vacant land?
I think they're easy targets because there's nobody there. And there's nobody there to represent the property because nobody lives there.
In this case, the Penhollows tell me they were first told by law enforcement there was no crime because money had not yet exchanged hands.
And I'm saying, what do you mean no crime was committed? Somebody illegally used my name.
After I got involved, the case was assigned to a detective. Amy tells me she hopes this crook is caught.
It is huge, and I believe the biggest downfall to this is that there doesn't seem to be a process once somebody is caught on how to get them prosecuted.
The Penhollows hope that real estate agents see this report and check IDs before listing property to ensure that the seller really is the owner. Florida law currently does not require an ID check for a listing, and the broker in this case tells me that criminals called the office, they sounded legit, and they had email addresses that appeared to be the Penhollows, so they fell for it.
Well, the title agent used that word prosecution. I'm just curious if there's any update on this case at all in that regard.
It's at the very beginning stages. Just yesterday, the Citrus County Sheriff's Office told me that they are investigating. They have an official report now. I can tell you based on previous stories that often the bad guy in complicated cases like this is overseas, and in those cases, the FBI often has to get involved. And even then, tracking down the criminal is a tedious process and sometimes leads to a dead end. And that is why prevention is so important here. People need to be very vigilant.
Yeah, and so the word is out. So if we don't catch them, at least be aware you don't want to be the next victim. Thank you, Shannon. If you have a problem that needs solving, you better call Benkin. There's the number 1-855-BENKIN, or you can reach her on Facebook at WFLA Shannon.
Max Defender 8, the most advanced weather radar in Florida.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. We are about to trade our tank tops for our sweaters as we head into early next week. It's going to take a little while to get the cooler air, but it is on its way. Now, if you want to go to the beach, tomorrow's a decent day. Sunday, not so much because the winds are going to start to crank up and the surf's going to be very choppy, but today was a great day out on the Gulf of Mexico. Albeit muggy, it feels still very tropical and like summer out there, but just one more day. Tomorrow's going to be warm. And then on Sunday, although it'll still be comfortable out there, the humidity is going to be dropping a lot, and so it'll be a different type of day here as we head into Sunday. And then cooler air. Cool actually will be the weather word early next week. All right, current temperature is not cool. 81 degrees in Homosassa, so close to the water. It's a bit more comfortable, but you head a little further away, Highland City, it's 90 right now. Max Defender 8 radar. We had some showers across southern and eastern portions of the Bay Area earlier today. Now, for the most part, the rain is gone. Take a look at your hour-by-hour forecast. It's going to be dry overnight tonight under partly cloudy skies. Again, it's still going to be muggy, still going to be warm. You wake up tomorrow morning, there could be a stray shower along the immediate coast, but generally speaking, should be pretty nice out there tomorrow. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures about where they should be, about normal for this time of year. Humidity level's still up there. It's still going to be muggy. When you wake up in the morning, the average low temperature is right around, 70 degrees or so, but as we head into the afternoon hours, we're going to see highs in the mid-80s, about 87 is normal. We'll be close to about 87, especially over inland areas. Notice if you're going to be boating tomorrow, that wind is going to be a little bit on the breezy side, a steady breeze, northwest 10 to 15 knots. Gusts up to around 15 or so. So your sea's about 2 to 4 feet. It's not going to be a completely calm day, but if you had to choose a day to do boating tomorrow, or Sunday. Certainly tomorrow's the better day because the wind's really going to crank up behind that cool front on Sunday. So a gusty breeze on Sunday, less humidity, lots of sunshine out there. It's going to be great for the Bucs game. As we head into Monday, here comes the cooler air. So breezy and cooler with partly sunny skies with temperatures only in the low 70s for highs. On Tuesday, a chilly start, another very cool afternoon. And generally speaking, we're going to stay on the cool side as we head into Wednesday as well. Take a look at our high temperature forecast. So 85 tomorrow, it's about normal this time of year. 80 on Sunday, so it starts to feel nicer. The humidity drops. As we head into Monday and Tuesday, we are going to struggle to get out of the low 70s, which means the Nature Coast, you're going to be in the upper 60s for highs on Monday and Tuesday. And as far as low temperatures on the Nature Coast, places like Crystal River, you're going to get down to 50 on Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning. And some of you, Lecanto, Beverly Hills, those areas, Brooksville, you could get to 49. Not out of the question. Believe it or not, at the exact same time we're talking about the tropics, still, we're in hurricane season. There's Tropical Storm Sean, and then behind it, this is an invest that will also become a tropical storm, maybe eventually a hurricane. Both moving to the west. Now, Sean is likely to dissipate. It's going to hit a lot of wind shear. But the one to the south, this one bears watching for Puerto Rico and the islands as well. At this point, it could very well move in that direction, so we'll keep you updated on that. For the creamsicle game, lots of sunshine, temperatures dropping from the 80s and eventually into the 70s as we head into the evening hours. All right, so there's a look at your 8-day forecast now. Gradual cool down over the weekend and fall-like weather as we head into next week. That's your weather forecast. Now here's tomorrow's traffic tonight.
All right, y'all, it's Friday the 13th. You must be really unlucky. I'm Beth Russo in for Deanne King with tomorrow's traffic tonight. I want to take us down to Pinellas County just so we can talk about a road closure, a pretty major one that's going to happen there tonight. So it's going to be the southbound lanes of US 19 that are going to shut down. From Ulmerton Road, that closure is going to be happening all the way to 102nd Avenue. Again, it's tonight, starts at 10 p.m., runs all the way through tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. All the work that they're going to be doing out there is part of the Gateway Expressway project. Now, while that work is going on and the southbound lanes of 19 are shut down, your alternate route is going to be the frontage road, which runs right along that road as well. There's going to be crews out there directing you around the work. Just give yourself some extra time in the area. If for some reason they can't get everything done tonight or weather doesn't allow them to get stuff done tonight, the next attempt that they're going to make is on Sunday. I'm Beth Russo with tomorrow's traffic tonight.
You'll want to stay off the dunes. That is what Treasure Island and Pinellas County officials are asking you to do. They say Sunset Beach remains closed following Hurricane Idalia. And while a multi-million-dollar sand dune restoration project continues, they want people to stay off. So, however, though, some people are still defying this closure and are walking on the newly created dunes here. Phase 2 of the project is set to begin on Monday. The beach is expected to reopen on October 30th, weather permitting. So,
it is a really nice beach. It's such a pretty location. You want to go out there. And it's kind of a narrow little stretch, so be careful.
But not yet.
Not yet. Too soon. Still ahead, if you have a baby in your home, we have a recall alert you need to know about. We'll tell you which products could pose a safety risk.
Also ahead tonight, the UAW walkout intensifies. We're going to show you the message the president of the union delivered to the big 3 automakers.
8 on your side has a recall alert for those with little ones in their homes. Nearly 500,000 baby bibs and blankets are being recalled tonight. The recall involves 450,000 sleepyhead loveys and bandana bibs made by a company called Little Sleepies. The care instruction label on the products could detach, posing a choking hazard. They were sold online and at boutique stores nationwide.
The president of the UAW says the strike against the big three automakers is now entering a new phase. He had this message for the companies and his members as well.
Don't you dare slow walk us or lowball us. We will take out whatever plants they force us to. And to be clear, we remain in a very, very strong position.
Tomorrow will be 1 month since tens of thousands of UAW members hit the picket lines.
Another NASA probe is heading deep into space tonight to intercept an asteroid. A SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket lifted off from Cape Canaveral this morning carrying the spacecraft. Once deployed, the probe, called Psyche, will explore an asteroid of the same name. It's expected to take about 6 years to reach the giant space rock, which resides in the belt between Jupiter and Mars. The cost of the mission is expected to be more than $1.2 billion. Bill.
Psych. That's a psych.
That's not really psych. Yeah.
It's not, is it?
What is it, Frank?
Psych. Remember that?
No, it's true.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, you were reaching
Remember
way
how
back for
that was probably
that
80s.
part, yeah.
Psych. I don't know.
But that was all
yet.
true. There was no prank. That's actually happening.
Psych. Sorry, that's all I can think
What's
of.
coming up at 5:30?
All right, guys, we have a lot coming up at 5:30. If you plan on booking a cruise in the coming months, you are far from alone. We're going to tell you how the demand to set sail is surging, and that is having a big impact. Plus,
this Hispanic Heritage Month, we are featuring inspiring leaders making a really big difference in our community. And coming up, I'll tell you how this organization is helping pets like Alma find forever homes.
today. Live, this is News Channel 8 at 5:30 on your side.
In Pinellas County tonight, recovery efforts continue after a tornado swept through Clearwater Beach and Dunedin. Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
And I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. News Channel 8's Andy Mapp joins us from the Honeymoon Mobile Home Park in Dunedin with a look at how businesses are supporting the residents affected. This is an encouraging sight to see despite the destruction we see behind you.
Jen, Josh, 3 mobile homes were damaged in this park. A group of volunteers from Home Depot came out here to help residents put up tarps and collect debris following that tornado.
So I'm going to go and have a look at that, but I'll be back.
Okay, thank y'all.
Okay.
I appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Not a problem. Should we do whatever we can? Oh, of course, love.
I'm a hugger.
No problem.
I'm a hugger, so.
We just do what we can to help out.
Brian Wilson says when he heard about tornado damage in his community of Dunedin, he knew he wanted to help.
We first arrived down to the Dunedin Causeway and saw they had plenty of help. I mean, lots of street workers, but nobody was really over at the mobile home area. So that's the area that concerned me the most.
For nearly 12 hours, Wilson and other volunteers with Team Home Depot offered their manpower and brought in supplies to help Honeymoon Mobile Park residents devastated from the storm.
I'm so thankful for everybody. And I appreciate it.
Home Depot corporate leaders say staff from a local store called their foundation seeking a grant to help residents after that tornado hit. By 8 Thursday morning, they were already working.
You see, people that, just can't do it for themselves. They don't have the supplies. They don't have the manpower. And I mean, you see somebody, that really needs the help. You just give them a hand.
And Home Depot volunteers tell me their work is not done yet. They plan to come back out here next week to continue helping residents by placing items into pods. Reporting live in Pinellas County, Annie Mapp, 8 on your side.
So the rain is gone, but the humidity is still here. Take a look at the satellite and radar, and you can see that we have drier air across the area right now, which is nice, but that humidity is still sticking around. There is some rain across South Florida. That's going to stay across South Florida, so our weather is going to be dry tonight and dry through the weekend as well, but that right there is a problem. The dew point is still 80, and that's typical of August, but it's not typical of October, and so the feels-like temperatures, despite temperatures in the mid-80s, are still close to the upper 90s to 100 degrees in southern parts of the Bay Area right now. Nothing on Max Defender 8, so it's going to be a very nice Friday evening out there, of course, with the exception of the fact that it still kind of feels summer-like. You can see those feels-like temperatures. Sebring, Arcadia, 105 right now. Venice feels like 102. Once you get to Tampa and areas west closer to the Gulf, because of the breeze off the Gulf, it feels a little more tolerable. It feels like 91 right now in Newport Richey. If you headed out to the St. Pete Pier tonight, the sun sets at 7:03. It's going to be muggy, but we're not expecting any rain out there. We are awaiting that. Much cooler air is on its way towards the Tampa Bay area. We'll talk about the timing on that and how cool it's going to get coming up.
Thank you, Jeff. A city park in Northport is shut down tonight and will be for the remainder of the weekend because of a death investigation. Officials say a man died while in the water at Warm Mineral Springs Park in Northport this afternoon. The 73-year-old man appeared to have experienced a medical episode, we're told. There is no threat to the public. Again, because of the investigation, the park will be closed until Monday.
Meanwhile, a no swim advisory is now in place at a local beach. Health officials in Hillsborough County have issued advisories for Baya Beach in Ruskin. They say high bacteria levels pose a risk, especially for those with compromised immune systems. And in Polk County, health officials are ending multiple blue-green algae alerts issued back in June. The advisories have been lifted for Lake Rochelle, Lake Hancock, Lake Smart, and Old Lake Davenport. That health alert issued for Tiger Lake on June 9th remains in effect.
For many people, hunting and fishing in Florida isn't just a pastime, it's a way of life. State law already recognizes the right to fish and hunt, but should it be written in the state constitution? That issue will soon be up to all Floridians to decide. Dave Elias tells us why critics of the proposed amendment are against it.
Any day of the week, you can find dozens of people passing the day by fishing on Pine Island.
We are a fishing island. A lot of the people out here, they make their living fishing, so it's extremely important to us. And the hunting also.
Debbie Memely and others want that right to always be able to fish and hunt.
I think it's part of our heritage. You know, it's a lot of people use it
for food. Those who support Amendment 2 do have some concerns.
I support hunting and fishing, but not to the extent that something's extinct.
Chuck O'Neill is one environmental activist concerned with the wording which says hunters can use traditional methods to hunt.
There's a traditional method, a club or a spear. Yes, they are traditional.
Fearing that it could lead to barbaric kills and even result in hunters trespassing.
They removed an exclusion that said that you could fish and hunt, but you had to respect private property rights and trespassing laws.
It's misinformation that is circulating.
Republican House Bill sponsor Lauren Mello insists that the amendment will not supersede current law.
FWC will still have all the authority that they've always had to protect our current laws. Nothing changes.
And conservationists like Travis Thompson say the amendment protects rights and animals.
Having more sportsmen, more hunters and fishermen on the landscape is exceedingly important to make sure that stuff exists.
Currently, 23 states have similar constitutional amendments.
Now, it's actually going to take 60% of Florida voters to approve this constitutional amendment. If you're still uncertain about it, you've got some time to think. It won't be on the ballot until November 2024.
Well, this Hispanic Heritage Month, we are highlighting the impact inspiring leaders are having on Tampa Bay.
Yeah, tonight we're featuring the Mercyful Project, which is a Hispanic-led nonprofit animal rescue. News Channel 8's Brianna Villegas shows us how the group is saving lives.
Hey everybody, meet Alma. So she's 10 years old and she's only one of about 100 animals here at the Mercyful Project that really need to find their forever homes. Let's pause for a second and take a look at the rest of these cuties.
If you give him love, that animal will love you and it will get so attached to you.
And Mercyful Project volunteer Mickey Saga tells me many of these lovable animals have the most amazing stories of survival.
Tú eres preciosa.
Like Alma, who was found not only once, but twice in the streets.
And she's already been washed.
With lots of lumps on her belly.
The people just throw them out